Attention business owners. Reach over 100,000 martial artists a month by advertising with World Martial Arts Media. We can put your product, service, or event announcements in front of your target audience. Advertise with World Martial Arts Magazine, World Martial Arts Radio, World Martial Arts TV, or all three media sources for the biggest bang for your advertising buck. Visit www.worldmartialartsmedia.com and click on the advertising link to see just how amazingly affordable it can be.
Hey everybody, welcome to an awesome episode of World Martial Arts Radio. I'm your host, Alex Collazo, the founder and head coach of Freehand Freestyle Martial Arts. First, I want to thank Sensei Richard Hackworth for making this show happen and allowing me to host this episode and bringing it to all of you as well. In a few minutes, I'm about to get a call from a very special martial artist, a Sifu in Wing Chun and JKD, Jesus Santiago, having trained under names like Jerry Poteet and Ip Ching. He's also a veteran and Hall of Famer. And most of you out there don't know that he's a really good singer too. And a very, very good guy. I've spoken to him before, and really, really cool guy, really smooth, and knows his stuff. And one of the things that I like about him is that, we have a lot in common, especially our hate for the martial arts politics. Everybody talking bad about each other, going behind each other, and stepping on each other, and all that stuff. And, we agree that that's something that should end, and that we should all come together as martial artists. Whether you're a freestylist or a traditionalist, it's all the same world, you know what I mean? We all have something to share, and we're all family, I want to give a special thanks to the guy who helped me put this episode together, Jonathan B.F. Bueno, good friend of mine and a good student. Okay, my peoples, as I wait for this call, I need to remind you that
you are now listening to World Martial Arts Radio.
You read There Were Some Lions That Expressed Your Philosophy. I don't know if you remember them or not.
I remember them. I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friends. Like that, you see?
No, I see. I get the idea. I get the power behind it.
WMAR.
I'm getting a chance to talk to you, man. That's what's up.
That's cool, bro. You got my number now.
I'm going to bother you every day now.
It's cool, man. I'm down.
Oh, man. I discovered you when I was reading Martial Arts Illustrated.
Yeah.
A while back. Emil Martirosian had done an interview on you.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
How many times were you in that magazine?
I did two of them. I think it was July and August. Back of, I think it was 2013 or 14, one of those years.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Wow. Where are you located?
Well, I'm in New Jersey, Mattawa, New Jersey. I've been here now for like about 10 years. I've been doing martial arts since 1973.
What style of, what is it? Which style is it?
Well, I started back in 73. I started with Taekwondo with the Ed Henry Cho people, and my sensei was Sensei Edward Rhodes. And then from there, I went to Korea, and in Korea, I had Sensei Park and Kim, and I got my black belt in Korea in 77. And then I fought for the Army while I was there. And I came back to the United States, and I trained with, I freaked out, man. I forget his name. But he was Santana's drummer.
Oh.
And my man Yeah, he was so cool, man. Yeah, every once in a while I gotta go away so I can play for Santana. So he used to leave me with his school so I could train in his school, and he was doing Ed Parker's Kiffle.
Wow.
And, man, it was cool doing that in Hawaii. I was stationed in Hawaii from 79 to 81.
Get to meet Santana at all?
Huh?
Did you get to meet Santana at all?
No, I didn't get to, man, because he was busy, traveling with him, when he used to do his shows, and when he came back, it was time for me to leave. So, but it was cool to be able to train with him, and for him to allow me to, train his students while he was away. That was cool.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, it was cool. Hawaii was nice, and Hawaii is where I really, really started getting into the Wing Chun and looking at Jeet Kune Do.
What was military service like for you?
Oh, it was great, man. I did 11 years. I served my country from 76 to 87.
Wow.
Yeah, I was there for a long time.
That's awesome.
I came back, and then, I became a salesman and stuff like that, and I shied away from the martial arts for a little bit, and then I got back into it. And when I got back into it, I got into Jeet Kune Do. And I found it in Queens. It was called the New York Martial Arts Academy, and my student was Neil Caldeep. And Caldeep was incredible teacher. He was under Dan Santos, and through him, I got to meet Dan. I got to meet Larry Hartzell before he passed away. I got to meet. I got to meet Sally Masali. I got to meet Rich Bertson, I think his name is. I got to meet a lot of people, even Hawkins Chung, who was Bruce Lee's friend that they used to fight on the rooftops and stuff. I got to meet him and hang out with him, and I had to do Chisal again here and get to him. And Chisal is spooky hand.
Yeah.
And, so I've been around a lot of people, man. As a matter of fact, just 2 nights ago, I was at the Chemist, the screening of the Chemist, the red carpet for the movie The Chemist, with Olivier Gruner and Nina, and it was incredible, man. Just to be able to hang out with all these movie stars, and Sammy Clark is such a great friend of mine. He was happy that I was there, and I was happy that I got to see him again and hang out with him and his #1 student in Jersey, and his name is Caesar. And it was just incredible just to hang out with all these guys, man. We watched the movie, we came out, we had drinks, we had food, it was incredible. I've trained with a lot of great people, and I'm very happy where I'm at with what I have. And, Jeet Kune Do and Wing Chun is very special to me. Right now, I'm training with Sifu Sean Madigan, who does Big JKD, and he's my #1 right now because his Sifu is Steve Golden, who is another Bruce Lee student. And I got to train with, Larry Hartzell, Bannon Santos, Jerry Poteet.
Wow, Jerry Poteet.
Yeah, I got to train with him. I got to train with...
that must have been quite an experience.
Well, Jerry Poteet was incredible because when I met him here in Jersey, in Palms River. A guy named Ponte was sponsoring him there. And I got to go to his house and hang out there and train with him. And it was just incredible, man. Jerry Poteet was just an incredible JKD, man. It's just, all the stuff that he taught me, I was like, oh my God, Bruce was doing this. No wonder they call it interception,
Yeah.
It was really cool, man. And when I finally got to meet my Sifu that I'm with now, Sean Madigan, and Steve Golden, Master Steve Golden's going to be here in New York in September. Oh my God. I really, really got to see what Jeet Kune Do was about when I finally got to meet my Sifu and my Sifu. And now, I've been doing so many different Wing Chuns. I've done so many different Wing Chuns. I started off with Lung Team System. From Lung Team System, I trained with Steve Lee Swift, who's in Florida. And his system was a mix of Yip Chung, Yip Ching, and Simon Lau, I think his name is. But it was just incredible just to train, with Steve Lee Swift, and I finally got to meet one of Yip Man's sons, Yip Ching, and I trained with him.
Wow.
And he liked me, man. He liked me, and I liked him a lot. And it's just, everything that has happened to me has been a gift from God, because I never would have expected to be able to train with all these guys, man. It's just incredible.
Yeah, you've been very blessed, man.
Yeah, man, it's been cool, man. I got to speak with Taki Kimura when I first met Jerry Fertitta, and that was back in the 90s, and I only got to speak to him on the phone, and I wish I could have met him. I really wanted to meet him. But I got to train with Jesse Glover. Jesse Glover was Bruce Lee's first student, and I met him in the 90s also. He came down here, and he was with George Stan, who used to have Dragon Video and Black Belt Magazine and Inside Kung Fu. And I used to go over there and train them, and I wound up taking him and George to go to meet Mike Tyson. But by the time we got there, Mike Tyson was there, and he left. We were taking him 1,000 videos of Kung Fu because he loves Kung Fu. And now he's going to be in the next Hitman movie. So I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I know. Man, wow.
It's been an incredible trip. I mean, the 2 hours that I drove with Jesse Glover and George Stan and my little brother, we wound up driving those 2 hours over there. And those 2 hours were just spent so well because all we did was talk about Bruce. And then on the way back, again, we talked about Bruce for another 2 hours. It was like 4 hours of me talking with Bruce Lee's #1 student.
So you're more of a JKD student than a Wing Chun student,
Who?
You're more of a JKD student than a Wing Chun student, right? I mean,
no. I love my JKD, yes, but I really do love my Wing Chun. Because I feel that Wing Chun had a lot to do with what Bruce did, and I feel that if he would have never did the Wing Chun, he would have never self-expressed himself and developed what he calls Jeet Kune Do. So I'm really fortunate that I got to train in the Wing Chun and the Jeet Kune Do so I could see. And now, that I'm doing the Jeet Kune Do, I could see why, he not go away from it, but he just figured, okay, I got to make this practical. I got to make this work in the street. And Wing Chun works fantastic in anything. I mean, you could add Aikido to it, Tai Chi, whatever. But what Bruce did was he took it to another level and said, okay, as we go on in years, things change in the street. So I got to be able to be more mobile. So he added, fencing footwork. And I got to be able to be like a boxer. So he added a little bit of boxing. But he still, his core was Wing Chun. So I said, well, I got to learn the Wing Chun. And the Wing Chun really turned me on. So I was like, I learned that. And then I, got into the Jeet Kune Do, and I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. It's just incredible to be able to do that stuff.
Wow. But you're a bad boy, man. I mean, you do martial arts, and you're a Latino too, and a soldier. But what's up with the singing?
Wow.
You're a good singer, man, for a martial artist.
Oh, thank you, man. I grew up with Elvis, and even my daughters, they freaked out. My daughters, they thought that I was a big Bruce Lee fan, and they didn't know that I was a big Elvis fan, And ever since I seen an Elvis movie when I was 8 years old, I fell in love with him, and I started singing like him and trying to imitate him, and the movements and all that, and thank you very much and all that stuff. So I got to do all that stuff, man, and I'm like, I love it, man. When I go out and I sing, the biggest thing for me, and I'm the biggest fan of Elvis. I think I'm a bigger Elvis fan than Bruce Lee fan.
Wow.
But I love my martial arts too,
Yeah.
I'm very happy, very fortunate that I got to train with all the people that I trained with. And I'm very happy and fortunate that I'm able to share it with people today.
So for anyone who listens to this, they should just friend request you because you're a good singer and a good martial artist.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I never in my wildest dreams thought that I was going to be inducted in the World Martial Hall of Fame and all this. I was a JKD instructor and all this by Gary Dill. I got to train with Gary Dill. I got to train with Howard Williams, who was he was 17 years old, I believe, when he trained with Bruce Lee and James Lee and the garage in Oakland. And I became really great friends with Felix Macia Jr., his father was training with Bruce and training with James. You know, so it's like now all my dreams have come true. You know, but life is so hard, you know, nowadays because everybody, you know, is either into MMA or jiu-jitsu or, you know, whatever it is. But everybody's, you know, going against each other instead of just keeping it together. And I just wish that everybody would just unite and take all the martial arts that they have and share with each other and say, okay, well, you know, what you did there, I could do with this. Or you know, that Wing Chun movement, I could use it here. You know, stuff like that, you know, so that everybody can just be tight and together instead of being against each other. Because there's so many politics and so many things in Jeet Kune Do and Wing Chun and Jiu-Jitsu, you name it, man. It's just really bad out there now. That's the way shit would change, you know?
Yeah.
Indefinitely brought to you by World Martial Arts Radio.
You taught me using any technique that works. Never to limit myself to one style. To keep an open mind.
What?
To honor you.